Okay, ready, start. Ready, sir, ready, start.
Yelil ma'am.
Just a
Yelil
minute.
ma'am, you can start now.
Okay.
Sir, mute la irukku sir. Sure. Sir, Edil ma'am mute la irukanga.
Just a minute.
Good evening to all. JPR Institute of Technology aspires to provide futuristic technical education with the perspective of innovative, industrial, and social application for the betterment of humanity. We are so excited to have you all join here to participate in the second day of faculty development program organized by Ramanujan Club of Mathematics in association with IQAC of JPR Institute of Technology. I am reminded of Henry Ford's words. Continuous learning is a minimum requirement for success in any field. So it proves that you have joined today to develop, to improve your skills and knowledge in order to perform effectively and to adapt the changes in the world. We would like to welcome our Honorable Director, Dr. N. Mary Wilson, who is the backbone of support for arranging this two-day faculty development program. We also welcome our beloved Principal Ma'am, Dr. Ella Merlin Livingston, for her constant encouragement for arranging this event. We would like to extend our welcome to the speaker of the day, Dr. C. Vijayalakshmi, Associate Professor of Department of Statistics and Applied Mathematics, Central University of Tamil Nadu, Tiruvarur, who is a leading expert in the field of optimization techniques. On behalf of JPR Institute of Technology, I welcome the participants from more than 370 cities from various institutions. I request the participants not to inquire about the feedback in between the session. The PPT will be shared to your registered mail ID. The feedback link will be activated only for 20 minutes. Kindly fill your mail ID and names properly to receive your e-certificate. Once again, I welcome one and all join today. Hope in this session will help you to solve more real-world problems. Hand over the session to Dr. C. Vijayalakshmi. Madam, please.
Good evening to one and all present here. Respected and Honorable Director, sir, Principal Madam, and the conveners of the program, I would like to share my ideas with respect to online tools to take classes. And as we are all aware that the entire globe is suffering with respect to COVID-19, Corona, and let us pray to God, be at home, stay blessed, be safe. So many of the teachers in our community, we always face different types of problems in taking online classes to the students. So let me share some of my ideas on how we took classes for our students. The most popular digital education tools for teachers and learners. Normally, according to me, I like to present my ideas or take classes by chalk and talk. Chalk and talk is maybe the oldest method, but it makes me to identify whether the students have understood my problems and whether students have understood the concepts and is there any doubts, and it is like eye-to-eye interaction, a kind of bonding between the students and the teachers. But anyway, we teachers, we have to accommodate ourselves or adjust ourselves to the current situation, and we should be the role model to all the students. So one type of model for incorporating online teaching tool. So many different types of tools are available, and we always start with what type of teaching style we adapt. So I can just classify in different types. One is like a theory-oriented papers, mathematical concepts papers, then problem-solving papers, which we could see it in many of the engineering discipline. So it's very difficult for us to have PPT when you solve the mathematical oriented problems. When mathematical concepts are involved, we have to make the students to understand the basic concepts. Say I can tell you a small example. In mathematics, whenever we teach Gauss divergence theorem in vector calculus, which is mainly used in all the engineering disciplines like EEE, ECE, SMBS, etc., mechanical, but the students always find it difficult because integration. Many students, they don't like integration differentiation and it becomes allergy to them. So normally when we teach this Gauss divergence theorem, we try to take on chalk piece box. Simply if we say x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, they get irritated. So when you show the chalk piece box and it looks like a parallelepiped or cuboid, then we'll be in a position to make them to understand the limits for x-axis, limits for y-axis and limits for z-axis. And what is the top surface, what is the down surface, what is the side surface, etc. Because viewing it either through PPT or through the board also, they should be in a position to imagine how this 3-dimension works out. Maybe useful for mechanical and civil engineering constructions also. So to start with, we have to reflect, implement and revise the ideas and select the appropriate tools to make them to understand the concepts. And we have to undergo some orientation course, how to use the tools and what are the problems we face while using the tools, and assess by ourselves if these tools are appropriate to use it for our subject or our domain. So to start with, discussion tools. There is one tool, we call it as Padlet. And this Padlet, it is to create online bulletin board so that you can display the important information about the particular topic. Suppose the students are bored enough to listen to the bulletin points, you can add some images, links, videos, etc. We move on to the next one, Slack. Slack looks like WhatsApp, where we can chat with the students, but this has got extra advantage. You can collaborate in a very big way and you can have instant messages in looks like how you talk over phone and make yourself in the comfortable zone. You can have a screen share, you can share all your files and you can share all your doubts, etc. We move on to the next tool, Flipgrid. This Flipgrid is mainly used for social learning platform, which allows all the educators, faculty members to ask a question in the open domain like a Quora, and students will respond immediately with a big smile and they can have a video also. Say, ma'am, I did not understand. Sir, I did not understand this concept, what you have taken yesterday. So this will make, and there are chances if one student is raising one question as a doubt, other students in that particular grid may answer to that particular question so that the student will also be very much happy, the teacher will also be happy. And this creates a web of discussion. Next, we move on to Evernote. What does this tool do? Right. This tool is mainly, it's an application software and you can have like how sometimes we always tell the students, come on students, take notes. I want to see the running notes because simply don't look at me and you are just physically present and mentally absent. To eliminate all these barriers, you can just give it over here and they will start taking the notes and they will just organize by themselves. Oh, this particular topic comes after this. And the list of tasks to be done, either it may be digital assignments, it may be some project-based learning, it may be some research-based learning, which may be useful for them to go for some minor projects and major projects or some internship also. The next one, we move on to Remember the Milk. It is an application service provider. Normally, when it is being connected with web-based tasks and time management is very, very important. It allows all the users to manage the task with respect to time from either a computer or a desktop or a laptop or a smartphone, both in offline and online. Nowadays, even when I take class, many students who are from Jharkhand or Himachal Pradesh, some deep down areas, downtrodden areas, they have so many problems related to network and security issues. And some students, we could see that that particular area is not being developed and they are literally dependent on that Wi-Fi. So network issues, we do not know how to help those children. So this particular tool will help you for offline also. So the video which is being done will be recorded automatically and the students can listen to them at any time. Next one, Trello. Trello it is like a collaborative work. It has a board, it has got a list, and it will enable a particular teacher to organize your projects. And whenever we talk to students, they try to say that, Madam, Sir, this is boring. So we try to have some fun, some kind of, say, for example, I can tell you, whenever the students feel like mathematics is boring or it is very difficult and I have some distraction and I don't like maths, it may be either I don't like maths or I don't like maths ma'am or maths sir, whatever it may be, it's a fun. So we try to have some connection. So when we give different types of pictures as a quiz, we try to ask them like how you watch in Vijay TV and other TV, you connect all these pictures and tell me immediately what is the mathematical word you have it. So when I have one person slapping another person, then immediately they try to say, yes, ma'am, it is array. So then we can ask, is it a one-dimensional array or two-dimensional array? So this will help the students to have some understanding between the teacher and the student such that they can have some passion towards our subject. Gamification app. Nowadays, this is a booming one where this is especially for playing it in the digital world. That means you try to make or lead the learner on the path of some discovery. And this is based on multimedia tools. And we call this as bounds. Next one, metaverse. What is this metaverse? It's a free where the students can share their experiences, and these experiences will help the teachers, faculty members, instructors to create different types of games, etc. Why am I telling this idea is like nowadays we cannot ask the students to write exam for 3 hours. We are just doing it in online, either Zoom or WebEx or OB like that. So better we can tune the students and check whether they have understood the basic fundamental concepts of the subject, which will make us also to be happy. Next one, Kahoot. Kahoot is a game-based learning platform, and it is similar to Metaverse, and within a fraction of a minute, the students can create a game. We move on to the next one, graphic design or presentations, which will be very much useful for all the engineering disciplines. And this will allow all the users and the participants to choose from a variety of templates like Google Go Slides, where you can have different types of slide presentation, not as a casual presentation. Mind mapping or MindMeister and MindOmo, these two things, it is online mind mapping tool which offers the perfect setting for the development of the concepts. And very important point is you can have a brainstorming session. What is brainstorming session? Simply giving lectures to the students will be bored, teachers will also be bored, everybody will be bored, and we do not know, after you mute yourself with respect to audio and video, we cannot identify whether you have understood or not. So brainstorming session is after finishing the lecture or the session, whatever it may be like, we can pose some questions to the entire audience to capture them, whether they have understood the basic concepts. And there is an idea to learn from the audience and the students. It may be a motivation to the faculty members also. Quiz creators. Quiz. Suppose if I have 70 students in my class or 65 students in my class, if I give 20 questions for the quiz, then there are chances students may copy, and I don't tell like in a very deterministic way that they will copy. There are chances, very less number of chances. Let us believe the students. So in order to eliminate that particular barrier, this quiz creators H5P and Quizlet will make us to create quiz, and the quiz will be automatically shuffled in such a way that the same questions will not come for each and every student. That is the biggest advantage. And you can give it as multiple choice, fill up the blanks, drag the words. You can have some dumb charades. You can have anything else like. Next, Socrates. This is an app which has been developed for the faculty members to create very small quizzes at the end of each and every hour. Say for example, today I'm taking one optimization technique problem or one Laplace transform. Then at the end of the class, simply if I ask, what is the formula for L of f of t? Then students will say, ma'am, why do you torture us? So instead, we can create very small quiz. Okay, students, where do I use this Laplace transform? Can I use it in electrical and electronics engineering? So all these things will make them to analyze, let them Google it out, and they will answer to this in the laptops. Many of the cognitive science and business and management, they use the survey tools. Even the arts faculty members, they are using the survey tools. So what are the different survey tools we have? In the previous thing, people were using monkeys. That is a kind of questionnaire. So they try to circulate the questionnaire through different mode, either in person or they send it across mail, and they request all the people across the globe to fill it because we need to have a very large sample size. So here I have just displayed some of the survey tools. One is Qualtrics. This Qualtrics, which will allow the faculty members and distribute it in online itself, and it will help us to analyze the results in one place itself. We need not run to many places. So it is available to all faculty members. And this cognitive forms is similar to Qualtrics, where it will try and make us to create powerful forums also, that is forms in the open forum for our class alone. So we can ask our students to join in this particular as a team. Maybe if I'm taking electronics and communication engineering, some Z transform or random process, I can just list out those students and allow them to enter into to fill my forms. Then Class Pulse. This is a free mobile and web app, and it is free. Anybody can download it. And this increase the student that is motivation and engagement even outside the class. It is not necessary that it has to be posted immediately. If you give it as a hard copy, paper waste plus time waste, and we have to wait for till they finish it. So instead, we can just give it to them so they will have a space, and professors and students can communicate and tell the students, oh guys, this particular question is wrong, please correct it. And immediately we can post the answers to them and justify. Some students may ask like, why it is wrong, ma'am? Can you tell? These two, A and B, if it is going to be multiple choice, A and B are nearer to my results. Why did you say it is wrong? So the justifications for the students to understand can be given immediately on the spot. What are the different types of video and audio tools we have? Zoom. I think all professors, you must be very much familiar with Zoom. I won't deny that there are some issues like, and the government has given us instructions, please do not use Zoom. But we feel that Zoom is good, let us use it. But my humble suggestion is like, you can have Google G Meet. Google Meet is one of the best thing. And the second option is Microsoft Teams. And third option is OBS. Let us see one by one. And Zoom is very easy to start. And the only problem we teachers, we face it is time. After 40 minutes, it gets closed. And we also face some problem if it is going to be a recurrence meeting also. And sometimes we will not be in a position to have connected with the students and other faculty members or the senior most professors or the higher authorities. So these are all small problems we face it. And the audio will be very clear. And now I'm doing it with you. And the webinar across mobile devices, you can open it with your mobile. And the telephones, like and room systems, everything is allowed actually. Next one is Audacity. Audacity is also open source, but it is a multi-track audio editor because there are chances when we teach the students, and sometimes if some student is giving trouble to us, we annotate him. Annotate means we try to see to that particular student will not enter into our window. But unfortunately, continuous disturbances are there during our class. Then we find it difficult because we are more worried about the concept transformation to the students, the knowledge sharing. So if this is a case, audio and video and if you shout at some student because of the disturbances, so this Audacity will help you to have this track audio editor, which is a great advantage. So you can edit it, record it, and you can put it in YouTube also, which is a credit to you as well as to the university. Next, some of the things like Screencastify and additional teaching tools, insert learning. This allows the instructors to insert questions, because the reason is, now suppose if you professors, if you all want to ask some question, you have to go to chat, and suppose if you have asked some question like yesterday, some professors have asked one question like saying that what is the difference between qualitative research and quantitative research. So I just wanted to clarify this doubt. Qualitative research is always used by all the social sciences, English languages division. It is a connectivity between the human and emotions and the language. But this quantitative is with respect to the science and engineering and technology, because you play with numbers, play with data, you design a mathematical model, you design some hardware and design some software tool. So everything is dependent on your quantitative things. So that is the basic difference. Okay, professors. Now I move on to the additional teaching tools, insert learning, which we had discussed about what type of discussions they can directly put it on the site, and hypothesis. This is normally we set it in statistics, but this is a free pilot program. Next, we move on to Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle is like, suppose the digital assignments, what you are given it to the students, there are chances they may perform the digital assignments, and we won't be in a position to check from whom he has copied. The cam scanner makes them to help to have it perfectly in different angles. So we teachers, we find it very much difficult to identify whose assignment is this, even though the names are being, registration numbers are being reflected over there. So this Edpuzzle is a beautiful assessment centered tool, which will make the students as well as the teachers to create some interactive online videos such a way that it will have multiple choice questions, and the major advantage is embedding is there and it is open-ended. You can have some audio note also in between. You can have some audio track and comments on the video. Say for example, suppose if I say L of f of t equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t into dt, the basic definition of Laplace transform. I have forgotten to tell what is this S, nature of S. It should be positive. Some student immediately put a video over there or a track over there. Come on, Vijayalakshmi ma'am or Vijay ma'am, can you tell me what is the restriction you posted on this? Yes. So it will come to my mind. Oh, thank you. Thank you, boss. I'll just tell you what is the restriction. S should be greater than or equal to 0. So that Edpuzzle. Then Pocket. Pocket is a free service that makes it easy to discover great content and personalize to your interest. Now I move on to what are the different types of tools we can use it. Maybe some of the videos I can show it to you. The best tool which is now used because of this COVID-19 is Microsoft Teams, and it will just have the table of contents. How to install and launch that? We have to create a team of our students. Maybe if you want to include the next class students also, you can include. And what are the different types of useful tools to set up that? We have a whiteboard, OneNote is there. It will create a classroom structure. So we teachers, we always love to enter into classroom, looking at the students with a big broad smile, and immediately we'll just turn good morning students. Whether the students wish us or not, we'll say good morning students. Then we will look into the blackboard. Now the entire world is facing this problem. We are not allowed to enter into our institution. So this will help you to have something interaction, personal bonding, which is missing now because of COVID-19. That personal bonding can have it over here with a whiteboard. Starting a video call, and you can mute the students. No student will disturb you, and share the screen, and you can have a checklist in between by asking, suppose in my class, one Himanshu Sharma is there. He has muted his audio and video and he's dancing somewhere. So in between we can say, come on Himanshu, can you tell me what did I apply over here? So he has to come back. The feedback and the check for understanding. How to install this? For Windows, this is very similar. You download it, install, launch the app, and in the menu, right? In the menu, we will have it as Microsoft Teams in your search bar. And pin it to your taskbar so that when it is there in the taskbar, you just click it double time, then automatically that icon, it will just open. Create a team. How to create a team in Microsoft? Like, click on Teams. One small Teams will be there. You click it, and in the left side bar, you will have it as create a team. So while the minute we click this create a team, it will ask you the names and email ID so we can make the entire class to join. And this is a sample thing, how I did it. I have shown it to you, creating a team. To create a team for our class, click on Teams, the left side bar followed by create a team. Then once it is done, it is automatically saved. So prior to the previous creation, we have the useful tools for setup. And this is class notebook. This class notebook will look like a whiteboard where we use marker to write and show it to the students. So you can create a digital notebook for every student. So each and every student can use his own digital notebook and can say, Vijay ma'am, I have a problem in this, and he can just showcase it so the entire class can view it. And it has to be customized, and we have to check it for understanding. And this class notebook will look like this. This is a sample. And how to create assignments for the students, because the students, they forget and they will be waiting till the last date. They will ask, ma'am, just come on, extend the date. So we can avoid all these things. When the students submit it to us in online, and the beautiful advantages, MS Team gives an overview who has submitted and who has not submitted, because we always fight with the Excel sheet, put a tick mark, oh, this particular student has submitted, this he did not submit, she did not submit, and we send a message or send a mail like that, all these things. And we can set the deadlines and we can limit the submissions. Once it is closed, they cannot submit. And this is how I have displayed the screen window for you. So this MS whiteboard, it is a free hand. We can write, and it has been tested. So it is very easy how we use this whiteboard in normal classroom. So starting a meeting. So once everything is done, we start a meeting video call. At the bottom of our screen, we can have this video camera icon. How we do it in Zoom? Same way, click on, then start it. And we have to, what are the checklists we have during the call is connect a headset with microphone. Next, mic test. You can have it. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Am I visible? And we always use a wired internet connection. And this will increase the internet speed. That is more important. And if the network is very much slow and you suspect that your students have slow internet, and we can recommend your students, come on students, please turn off your video. The minute it is turned off, automatically the speed will be increased. So let us not get worried, like even in the particular village, the students suffer a lot by using this. We can help them out. And we can mute our students because the power or the permission is in our hand. So that very, very important point over here is the background noise, fan speed, cooker sound, child crying, all these things can be eliminated. So exponentially, the noise with ambient sound from every user can be reduced. That is more important, because now when we use Zoom, we tell no, all people at home, please go out. We need not tell that, because the background noise will be automatically cleared. We have to check the chat function, because in Zoom, I have to go near the chat and find out any doubt, any idea. But when we chat and we find the right screen which has to be shared, automatically all will be happy. And this is how it will be when I took class. And this is a kind of growth which I shown it to them like. So post lesson after my lecture, whether the students have understood my class. If there is any feedback, we can have it for better understanding. 3 different things are there. One is poly. Poly is like polling. I enjoy that because it is like commenting. I like your session, ma'am. I love your session, ma'am. And more to be connected with you, ma'am. This poly, it will create the polls. And lose it chart, it will create charts for the users to go along with the teacher. Trello. Trello is like task management. Teacher gives something. The students say, ma'am, I have exam tomorrow. I have some part interview. So please, all these things, we can listen to them. High definition video audio meets with 250 participants are always allowed. And very, very important point is, after we finish it with high Google speed to text the technology, we can just share the link to anyone and clip from their desktop or mobile, and easily we can record our meetings, because when we record it, we always say that record it, please record it. Not necessary, automatically it will be recorded, and where it will be saved? It will be saved in your Google Drive. So whenever after 20 years also, you can just open it and see. So integration with calendar. So a beautiful calendar is being designed over there to check which date, which topic I should say. I can tell one fun. When we take the same classes, same subject with different classes, sometimes we forget whether we have taken class for this particular batch, this particular topic. We write it in a diary. We put it as a sticky note. But here we have a calendar. We can schedule it and the meeting details along with which chapter has been finished and which one I have to continue, what I have to summarize, all those things. Next tool. The first tool is over. Next, we move on to OBS. Open Broadcaster Software. This is a beautiful tool, and nowadays all the faculty members are using this tool, and my suggestion is, professors, please try as a self-learning tool. Next, Google Hangouts. This Google Hangouts, we call it as Gmeet or Google Meet. The best thing is like time. There is no time limit. I can just conduct the class for 3 hours also. Like, it will not say your time is over. Please upgrade. Please do something. It won't say. And this is very simple. You can just try it and send that video link or the link to the users in such a way that you can build relationship with all the students from any part of the world. And this is real-time captions. And another thing is, it has got a beautiful technology, speech to text technology. And easy access. Easily you can record your meetings and it will be saved in Google Drive. Integration with calendar as such. Next one, PowerSoft free online screen recorder. This is like, maybe the students say that I have some network issues, madam or sir. That case, we try to record it and see to it and tell the students, come on students, the screen has been recorded, and the students need not listen to us. And sometimes in our class, we feel that some students, we have a feel that they are a little bit slow learners or some kind of personal problems or whatever it may be, like we can record it and we can just send it to them. So PowerSoft free online screen recorder, which will always help us in a simple way and start the recording. And if you want to change the details also in the output format, by mistake we have committed any mistake while taking class, we can just do all those things in video as well as audio with high quality settings. And this icon, you can give the icon in the lowest right corner of the window. Very easy to set up and use, no time limits. Even the late night, the entire house, they have gone to sleep and we can do it perfectly. And very, very important point is there is no watermarks on the video recordings. It will be very crystal clear. Annotation will be perfect with respect to video tutorial content. We can go in via Skype also to have this. And sometimes we cannot upload the video because of the bytes. So this will help us to upload the videos very fast. Like WhatsApp, we try to upload it very fast to the students, but we find it very difficult when we upload the same video, or we try to say that my Gmail doesn't help me to send this particular file to you all guys. We have to install it as a launcher tool, and it's a free version, and record footage of the full screen application is available. EaseVid, this is free. It's a powerful video editing tool. After giving it, suppose we feel that, oh, in this particular problem, I wanted to say some more points, but I missed it. The teacher is also human. We may miss some points, and we are ready to learn from all the students. So if that is the case, we can just have editing tool. In this particular editing tool will help us to include the points. And it is optimized for multi-threaded CPUs. And we can have this YouTube uploading tool. And it is an advanced autosave feature and speed controls, automatically it controls. And Flashback Express, which I'm just displaying it on the screen. It's a kind of recorder, powerful editor also. And this is by Blueberry Software, Flashback Express, and it is intuitive to use it. And record your entire screen, not just a portion, entire thing also you can record it. Or if you feel that, okay, for today's portion, this much is enough, that also we can do it. And these are the advantages. From multiple monitors, we can have this record video. And this audio, when we say that we can have, it's necessary to have headsets because the audio will be very much clear. And watermarks will not be there. And this is, you want to show a 3D picture, we can use HitFilm Express, where every time we cannot draw it by using any, I think, a mechanical engineering faculty members, I have seen them by using different types of CAD tool, different types of tools which they use it like. So HitFilm Express, it's a free video editing software, and it is VFX tools actually, and the content will be more clear in this, and it will be fully featured actually, active, and filmmakers normally use this. But if you want to show a 3-dimension, or I can say a hyperplane visualization, this will help us. And very much important is like non-linear editing workflow. Next, Lightworks. Lightworks, this is also a free tool, and this Lightworks complete video creation package, because we feel now, whatever I teach them now, even we have a blackboard at home, we start teaching to the students. Sometimes due to some problems, the concepts students would not have understood. So you can have a packed video over here. And this is, it supports the entire, the library is very good actually over here. And it is available for all the platforms like Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, that is Mac OS. Okay. OpenShot. This OpenShot is also very easy, and it is free, very simple to access. And this OpenShot, you got beautiful features where for each and every frame we can edit it and keep it. Then we can, I can use a word as concatenation or merging the videos. And this supports the entire flash or distortion, because sometimes some people will be very much interested to have the animation. If the animation doesn't work out in any other tool, like, we can use this OpenShot. And very simple, the visual effects and the transition presets will be extraordinary, amazing. And animation, whatever we want to have it, say for example, I will have a parabola, hyperbola, a line intersecting in 3-dimension. I just want to show the students like, what is the area I want to find out, whether it is a volume or a surface area like that. I can have a beautiful audio, video, and this track, a complex editing task also, it can be eliminated. And you can have different type of tilting, rotation, magnification, etc. Next one, we have screen flow. Screen flow is mainly for both video and editing task. It's a simple tool, but this major advantage of this tool is like crop, magnification, zoom it. And sometimes we add the header and footer in PPT, then we speak, Then we try to have that, is there any synchronization between our voice and this drawing and whatever. Sometimes when I use sin x, I write sin x on the board. After 5 minutes, if it spells sin x, it won't look nice. So that has to be used for cropping, zooming, footage, adding annotations and callouts, some of the things. And Canva, we can use it in the mobile itself. And this is some kind of, you can design anything you want to have a design, you can have it. Thinkific is a perfect platform. This is for low-cost solution, and it has to be paid. And we can have PDF, video, audio, and etc. And you want to teach some online course like NPTEL, etc. We can have it. And we have Beaver Builder. Beaver Builder is affordable. We can pay and have it. This is a plugin where it will work in the existing website, and it is highly professional. And whatever the templates, we have to choose it and include it in the contents. And if this is done, then automatically we can host the show. Camtasia. Camtasia is like you want to record your audio, video, your class lectures, sessions, all these things. This will help you. And very, very important point is like online course participants, they always use this. And visual learners, they always watch this particular video and they try to say that, yes, this is good. We can go ahead. Audio is good, video is good. And any type of visual or graphical representation or numerical representations we posted, that also helps. Vimeo. Vimeo is like, this is paid option and you have both free. Some of the tools in Vimeo, we have to pay and get it like. And once we have the video in our hand, we can upload it and share the link in such a way that it will be embedded to the website. So participants can watch at any time and ensure only paying participants can see. This is one disadvantage. Zoom, we are all very much familiar. We have both free and paid option. And the meaning of paid option is, now it tells you, no, it's only 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, it will just give you an alarm or alert saying that it is going to get over update. So this is the smaller disadvantage, I can say that. And the thing is like the version is perfect for less than 50 participants. We cannot have 200 participants, but Gmeet, WebEx, all these helps you. Then MailChimp. MailChimp is to have a touch or coordination to connect all your online course participants. You want, suppose you are the mentor for any online course which is being given through your university or institution across the globe, then this will help you, but it is a paid version. Zapier, this is once again typical of online course. And thank you, professors. I have one more thing to be continued. Please stay on. Now, I think the second screen is on. Professors, yesterday we were talking about the research methodology, and I hope it would have given a nice discussion or analysis on the different things like. Sir? Hello? Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Okay. Now I wanted to discuss a small optimization problem, how it was done. It's a real-time scenario project, and the model is done by me, and the calculations are being carried out by my lovable research scholar. So what is this model? How research methodology helped me? Professors, day to day.
Vijay ma'am,
Yes, sir. Yes,
kindly
sir.
reshare your presentation because it's showing the old presentation only.
Okay, what should I do, sir?
Reshare the
New
presentation
presentation
again.
is shown in the YouTube.
Previous presentation only it's visible.
Yes, sir. YouTube.
In
Yes, sir.
YouTube only
Oh,
I'm
so
telling.
new one is seen in the YouTube video, sir.
Okay. Okay.
YouTube new one, sir. This is new one.
Okay. Proceed.
Okay. So, professors, I wish to state why this particular project was handled by me. So, whenever I come across the toll or in a highway, like say, for example, in a very big traffic or something, I could see so many accidents happening and the ambulance will be running like anything. So, I had a feel like why there is a gap between the ambulance reaching the accident or the incident. So I will just narrate the story what has happened. When I was just coming across this Sholingnalu, I could see that so many accidents happening and all these accidents made the people to get worried. And so this is a kind of mathematical model which has been developed by us. And we call this as emergency medical service system. The accident is happening in one place and it has to be intimated by police or to the home station. From the home station to the incident place, the ambulance should come, and from ambulance, it should go to the hospital venue. And if the hospital is not ready to give service, from that place, it has to go to the neighborhood hospitals. Sir, is the screen visible? Sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I am moving the slide, second slide. Are you able to see? Because it's still in the
Yes,
first
ma'am.
slide.
We are able to see it.
Okay, fine. So what is the background of this project or this model is like? This has been published already. So the efficiency emergency medical service system, we wanted to make it like. So when we took the data from the home station and they said, ma'am, approximately it is 10:34 minutes it takes. So we thought, why don't we help the society? Okay, so this we have designed an emergency medical service system and designed one optimization, fuzzy optimization model. So what is that? What are the characteristics of emergency incidents? Severity of the incident, the accident. I'm talking about the accident. Then the arrival rates, time intervals, location, detection time, required response time, on the screen treatment time, and sir, my third slide is okay. On the screen treatment time, the need for hospital treatment and distribution. These are the things came to my mind in such a way that how can I coin one mathematical optimization fuzzy model in such a way that we want to help the society. The main idea is like the accident has happened in one place and the response time is increased because the ambulance has to rush it. And when the ambulance driver should know the shortest route, avoiding the traffic to reach that particular place. So the characteristics of EMS vehicles are location, destination, and route. So what are the different types of characterization we have it? We framed rules. The type 1 rule is waiting for the command in the home station because we have to wait what type of commands they are going to give. Then moving to the incident point, staying on the scene to treat that particular incident, and we had to transport the patient to the hospital and staying in the hospital and moving back towards the home station. So there are 6 types to be handled. And so if this is the case, our next mode was we have to design some rules. So what are the different types of dispatch strategy rules we have to frame it? Rule number 1, the destination change from home station to the incident, I should not have any constraints. Rule number 2, vehicles change to a new destination only if there is any improvement in the system. Then rule number 3, the drivers should not have a rerouting system telling that, oh, so much of traffic is there. So we designed a flow chart for EMS generation model, traffic, and 2 different types we have it. One is traffic generation, another one is incident generation. Under traffic generation, we have real-time traffic information, EMS vehicle, route, traffic conditions. On another side, we have incident generation, incidents in network, arrivals, receiving, emergency calls at the dispatch center, and we need to have the vehicle information and we have to track the vehicle and dispatch decision. So we wanted to frame a mathematical model under two cases. One is the dynamic shortest path algorithm is already existing. Another one is we have this dispatch decision. So these two things made us to understand what type of model we can frame it. So we went into the next step of formulation of the objective function. We have one objective function with so many constraints. So to minimize, what is our objective? To minimize the response time. So in this minimization, the vehicle information plays a vital role, and we try to have the total number of EMS vehicle staying in the home station, moving to incident point, and staying at specific points, and leaving to hospital, and staying to the hospital nearby, moving to another hospital, or back to the home station. So this is my objective function. This objective function will help me to create the set of things, incidents, hospitals, and we can move to vehicle. The next one is time constraint. And I'm just listing out the different types of constraints which has come to us: EMS vehicle constraint, position constraint, dispatch constraint, and destination waiting constraint, reduce the traveling time. And these are the parameters and variables which we have used it. So we would find out the travel time to the incident and the parameters and variables. This is the mathematical formulation. And the minimization of travel time to the incident is one objective. Minimization of travel time to the hospital is another objective. And next one is the travel time. So this is a multiple objective optimization problem, and the constraints are listed over here. And we have 101 constraints, and these are the variables which we have used over here. And main thing is how to inform the station, like our model is considered to be the appropriate model, and this is the objective function, and this is the mathematical model formulation. And we have to implement it or test it with real-time data. That is more important. Without real-time data, we won't be in a position to find out whether our model can be considered as an appropriate model. So we had around 101 constraints for that multiple. So this real-time data, we have received it. And by using the mathematical model formulation based on the aspiration levels, we have converted our problem, mathematical model formulation, with respect to fuzzy. The fuzzy membership functions are being created with respect to different aspiration levels, and fuzzy multi-objective linear programming with max-min approach is being shown over here. And this fuzzy multi-objective linear programming problem, it is to maximize with respect to alpha, and this helps me to understand and solve this 101 constraints. All these constraints are being solved, and the numerical solutions. I'm coming to by solving this, we have solved this particular problem by using MATLAB tool. What is the climax of the story is like, the hospitals where we have just got from the home station, we have received it. They said that response time is 1075 minutes, but our model proved it is 1034 minutes. That means we have reduced it in such a way that the entire society is being benefited, the accident will be reduced, and we can save people to the core. And this is the comparative analysis, because we have to validate our model, but how our model can be considered to be an appropriate model which gives an optimal, feasible, I cannot call it as a best solution, a good solution. And this comparative analysis made with respect to different types of alpha levels, the duration with respect to occurrences in the hospital, how the treatment and how long they are waiting, and at the same time to the home station. And this makes us to understand our model has reduced so many minutes, and this is the real-time application which I wanted to show it or showcase it to you. And this will improve the performance for the road safety as well as, and it helped that, and we have just surrendered our model to that particular home station, and it has got so many advantages when severity happens in that particular road, how to handle them within a timely fashion and reduce the important response time. The minute the ambulance is ready, it will just come immediately to the particular incident position, then automatically the life of the particular people can be saved. And this traditional models of queuing method do not allow the route diversion. What is route diversion? When a particular ambulance driver feels that this route is not proper, then we have to go for rerouting algorithm, which our model helps us. Thank you, professors. And I once again wish to thank the participants, the management, director sir, principal ma'am, conveners of this program, for giving me an opportunity to share my ideas of online tools and the real-time application of our mathematical model. If you have any questions, I'm ready to answer to all your queries. Any questions, please, professors? Okay. Yes. Thank you, Eril ma'am and Prabhu sir.
Suresh sir,
Yes, sir.
Suresh sir, kindly take over the session.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of Department of Mathematics and Ramanujam Club of Mathematics, it gives me great pleasure to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, my deep sense of gratitude to our beloved director, sir, Dr. N. Murray Wilson, JPR Institute of Technology, for giving permission to conduct this 2 days faculty development program and research methodology. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our principal ma'am, Dr. L.M. Merling Livingston, JPR Institute of Technology, for your constant support and guidance to make this event as grand success. Thank you, ma'am. My thank also go out the resource persons of this event. First, I would like to thank Dr. C. Ujjalakshmi ma'am, Associate Professor, Department of Statistics and Applied Mathematics, Center University of Tamil Nadu, Thiruvarur, for having taken that time out to be with us for last 2 days, and she has touches utmost all the areas of the research and the methods. The effort she has taken is excellent. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
My sincere thanks to the other resource person, Dr. L.M. Genelia Livingston, Associate Professor Senior, School of Computer Science and Engineering, VIT Chennai, for your valuable and useful guidance for the young researchers. Thank you, ma'am. My special words of thanks to all the participants in various disciplines across India to actively participated for both the days. You are the real beneficiaries of this program, and we welcome your valuable comments, suggestions for our future activities. Thank you, one and all. Finally, I would like to place on record my gratitude to the program convener, Dr. S. Shenbagalil ma'am, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Coordinator of Ramanujam Club of Mathematics, JPR Institute of Technology. She has taken much effort to make this event as a grand success. Thank you, ma'am. Also, I would like to thank the event coordinator, Dr. Dande Prabhu sir, as Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, JPR Institute of Technology. Without his help and support, this event could not have been a grand success. Thank you, sir. Thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, professors.